barbarian.
Exactly.
But exactly. But he was raised up in the Roman ways. So he wasn't raised up in I'm gonna say he was like raised up in the so-called Jew ways.
You have to get out of the mindset that we can't be so proud and so, we are. I know who I am, I know who you are, and I know that we are the chosen. We are the
no
elect.
arguments, no conflict.
We are the elect people. But if a man, regardless of what nation he comes, and says Christ, and I believe he's going to be accepted.
Not my words.
Well, let me tell you something.
I can't.
See, now you gotta run. But let me tell you. I know. Let me go and run. Listen closely. That man, that's among those heathens. That's an Israelite man.
Listen.
Because our people were scattered.
You see this?
That's the only way. That's the only way. Listen, you have the only way he can make it.
I don't think he's.
That's the only way he can make it. Is if he's an Israelite. If he's not an Israelite, then he's going to go into slavery.
That's right.
That's period. That's period.
I said to you that anybody that is coming along with us will be a servant to us. A Gentile can be saved. A Gentile is not allowed to teach us because we have the promise. A Gentile is not supposed to.
That's what I'm saying
about a woman. Now you're insulting.
No, not being insulting.
Listen,
I'm saying,
your
orders when to be in silence.
I'm not exalting myself over you.
Listen,
I'm not exalting. I know who I am as a woman.
Just read.
1 Timothy 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
You see,
1 Timothy 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam,
and that's a big issue with our brothers in the world, is that they have a problem with dealing with the so-called black woman because she's got poor listening skills.
You've got to stop using that.
She doesn't actually listen.
I have been listening.
But we have to use that.
We
have to use that.
You are using
because the whole point of you realize you're in the midst of brothers.
Listen,
you're in the midst of brothers, and the scriptures tell you that you're not supposed to. Because that's your value. That's your value as a woman.
Can I talk now?
Is your ability to humble.
You have to stop using that.
See what I'm saying?
To beat a woman over her head. We were simply debating. I already told you.
What are you talking about? Listen, if Paul said that, and I believe it.
You don't believe that.
We're debating.
Now you're telling me
we're not debating.
Now you're telling me what I believe.
There's no
you keep your mouth closed.
You see,
right.
Let me tell you something.
No, you're wrong.
You're not ready.
You're wrong.
You're not ready.
No, you are not ready.
Here.
You're wrong.
You should not be on
You
the
see what I'm saying?
You don't know how to do it.
You see what I'm saying? She's got so many demons on her. She doesn't see that she's wrong. She doesn't see it.
I got it. Isaiah 58 and verse 3. Cry aloud and spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins.
I'm telling you. This is why you brothers have problems dealing with the sisters.
You can talk to a woman like that, but you can't talk to problems dealing with them. Did you tell your own religion to shut up?
Yes. Let all things be done decently and in order.
Oh my Lord.
That's why
I'm telling you, you gotta come out of that pussy whip vibration. I'm telling you, brothers, man, have to do that.
So don't make it personal.
Do you feel like you're underneath that vibration though?
I think you're trying to put me in a situation I know little about.
Do you feel like she was in the right though?
I came too late to really give a commentary on what happened. I only came to the last end and brought peace. If I was to give a commentary, it would be on the last end, the last piece.
What do you say concerning that?
I don't know what you was talking about. You saw when I came. I even interjected when I came. For me to give a statement of what you're asking me, I'd have to make up some stuff because I don't know enough of what you're talking about.
But when you go into the scriptures say that a woman is actually going to learn.
I know. I heard
in the silence
what the brother said. But hear what I'm saying. And I'm trying to just say, the last time I think we spoke, was it you that was out here by yourself about 2 weeks and a half ago? And we spoke, and I tried to find the right words so you didn't feel offended. And blah, blah. And what I wanted to say, and you kind of caught me and understood what I was saying, is that if we want to bring people in, there has to be a certain tact that goes with it.
That's what we did.
Let me what I'm trying to say, what I want to say. There has to be a certain type of tactic. To feed people with knowledge is like, well, I'm not going to learn. But to depart knowledge, it's just simple, not that simple to depart knowledge and have people take it in because it's about delivery. There's loads of teachers in this country all over the world, but some of them are magnificent and some of them are basically ordinary. But it's about the way that you part the knowledge. And I said to you, I wish I could come up with a strategy that would like, and the strategy would be social interaction. In the way, how do you depart the knowledge? The knowledge is fine. What I have an issue with, and it's not personal or anything like that, it's the way that it's given.
It's the way it's given. Yeah. So I get what you're trying to say.
And I'm not saying that.
Listen, I understand what you're trying to say.
You did understand when you
I understand what you're trying to say. You're on her side.
That's ridiculous. Is that...
You're on her side.
All right, fair enough.
You think that the way... Listen,
yes, I mean, you're right.
You think that...
You're right. But let me say something. Before that woman ever came and I met you and spoke, did I not say that?
See?
Before that woman ever came and spoke to you, did we not have this conversation?
Yeah, we did.
So how could it be I'm on the woman's side? I never met her when we had the conversation. She never spoke to you.
But I can clearly see that you're on her side.
Yeah, but I was having this...
You have a problem with how we delivered the message.
No! I came to you last time when I said, I wish I could help.
Can I say, when you came up, you said a second ago, you keep the peace. You said keep the peace.
Yeah.
You said keep the peace.
Yeah.
So therefore you knew that you didn't like what you were hearing.
No,
so you said keep the peace. That's what it is.
Not that I don't like what I'm hearing. There's the knowledge to depart.
Yeah.
And she's willing to...
You didn't like how we were delivering.
That's what it. That's what said keep the peace.
You didn't like how we were delivering.
All right.
Right?
I said that to
Right.
you when we were by ourselves.
Listen,
and we
right
had a
or wrong?
conversation.
Right or wrong?
There is no right and wrong. There is the truth. And the truth is I
Bro,
spoke
like,
to you. I
you
came to
didn't
you
like
before.
how we were delivering to
No.
her.
All right, and you could say that. And let me answer you. I didn't like how the interaction between the two of you was carrying on.
Right, so
wait. Let me
you're
finish.
admitting it.
Wait, let me finish. Wait.
See what I'm saying?
Let me
I'm
get
proud-
there.
I'm proud of
All right, you
people
can
on-
talk and I can talk and we don't have to be wrong or right. What
Yes,
it
we
was
do.
it interaction?
Listen, listen.
Hear me so you can make a conclusion.
You got that pride in you,
Hear me
man.
so you can make a conclusion.
Come on now.
Hear me, thank you. Good. I was saying to myself, she's willing to listen. I love it when the people stand up.
She wasn't listening to us. She was
Well,
not
I
listening to
didn't
us.
know, because I just came. I said I came too late to be able to give a big picture of what was happening. I thought she was standing up in this way. And when I came, and when I saw where it was going, I was like, well, she won't look like she was listening. We'll be quite knowledge. And she's agreeing with certain things that you're saying. And I'm saying, well, don't let it run off the rails. Keep it where you are. That's my viewpoint.
Give me that same scripture.
Young
I wish I learned
man,
this
you could say from that I'm on her side, but I was on the side of...
You didn't like the way it was
that's your
being
interpretation.
delivered.
If we was in
Let's
court,
keep it
if we
real.
was in court now,
Let's keep it
and you
1K,
said
bro.
that, if we was in court now, you said
We're in
that.
court.
Well,
You
I'm
didn't
telling
like
you
it.
my side.
You
and
didn't
you're
like
not
how
having
the
a
conversation
bar.
was running.
I
You didn't like it.
I wanted it to, because you was progressive.
But like I said,
you were
you know what?
progressive.
You know what? Sometimes a man gotta do. Don't judge by how. Listen, I remember one time. I said this a long time ago, man. If I were to save you, yeah.
You saved me. No. You ain't saving me.
You save me. You save me.
You're not
You save me.
How
You
should I
save me.
save you?
Bro, this a mouth. This a mouth. This
Say that.
Yo, listen, bro.
It's best.
Just listen, please.
I can't save you.
Vice
best.
versa. There's a mouth. I saved you. You
I
saved
want you
me.
to be saved,
It
but I
doesn't
can't
matter.
save you.
It doesn't matter. Please.
Does.
It's an example.
It's an example. Please.
But when I was telling you please, but I'm glad you let me go ahead. Please.
See what I'm saying? What's wrong with our people? You see what's
You
wrong with
don't
our
see
people?
when you're doing it though. You don't see. It's just me one. Go ahead.
You see what's wrong
Go
with our
ahead.
people,
It's just
man?
me one. Go ahead. It's all four of you and I'm still here.
For example,
I'm
let me
willing
speak to the
listen.
brother here, because right now you're coming with some egotistical shit
Here
right
you
now.
go.
You
Here we
are.
go. And I'm on the woman's side.
You are,
I'm on the
man.
woman's side. But I had that conversation before that woman ever spoke to
Give me
you.
Ezekiel.
But I'm gonna go now, 'cause I agree with a lot
Read
of the
that,
stuff
read that,
you
read
say,
that,
and
read
I
that.
really
Right,
appreciate
First
it.
Timothy
So I don't
2
wanna
and
cause a
verse
problem
11.
for you guys or
Let
be
the
severe
woman
with it.
learn in silence.
So if this guy was a man, you understand at the end of the day, this is the word of the Most High. A woman must learn in silence. It doesn't matter what her opinion is. She's going to hear this word, because ultimately this word that's going to save us.
Love to see how you're going to implement that one there this time.
Like I said, we're not trying to save. We're not trying to save all our people. It's the elect. And if she was of the elect, she'd have shut her damn mouth.
And who,
right.
and who chooses the elect?
The Most
With the
High.
Most High.
Yeah, not man.
That guy's proud,
I'm
man.
saying that. I'm proud.
That guy's proud, man. From the start, his spirit was already in line with that woman. He's full of shit. That's why
he was in line with the
Hold on.
woman.
That's the whole reason why he was up there.
Yeah.
He only came because that woman was there. Her
Thank you.
spirit attracted his spirit.
my
Then he
Lord.
comes up with that shit. Then he's trying to fucking dodge and dive. When you're trying to
Lord.
When you're trying to pin him down, right? When you're trying to pin him down to the question, my man is ducking and diving.
Yeah.
When you just come straight and say, hey man, I didn't like the way you talked to that woman.
Yeah. What?
Just be out of it. Just be out of it. That's all he was out. So let's read this again.
I don't like how you talk to my mum.
Yeah.
That's Jacob being
Mama's
a mama's boy, man.
The second one.
Go on.
Right. First Timothy 2 and 11, right? Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
All.
She didn't want that.
Not some.
100%.
She didn't want that.
All subjection. Meaning she's under the rule. The word subject means under the rule. Under the rule of who? The men.
She thought she
But
was
you know,
better than us.
that's part of that confliction. Because a man, what does it say is that that's part of the curse that the Lord
Women shall rule over you.
that
shall be
Genesis
thy
3 and 16 is that the woman.
Shall come past the man.
No, don't go like that. It goes but the man shall have authority over you.
Yeah, to him shall be thy desire.
Yeah. Meaning when you cut that word desire, I believe it means a woman would have control over the man. So she came and she wanted to have control.
Yeah.
She wanted to teach.
She thought she
Get
was
the
better.
fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, of course.
And she thought she
Teach,
knew
man.
better.
Who does she fucking think she is?
But you remember she came
Imagine if
before
a fucking woman came and started speaking to King David.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
said,
man.
no, you better be, King David would be like, man, take him out of here, man.
Yeah.
The fuck? The type of madness.
But she came up a few weeks ago, you know, when
Yeah, and
she
she's
talked
been
to man,
lurking.
and she walked up those dry bones. You remember that same as dry bones?
She's
That's
been
the same
lurking,
woman.
You guys are trying to move over there now.
Yeah, can't.
You see?
First Timothy 2 and 12.
Fucking madness. But you know why she come up here? Because she had that pride in her.
right.
Really, she had pride in her, man. She wasn't humble. That's why she waved her hand like that. She had to walk away. There's that pride in her.
You're
When the
saying-
fucking nigga came up.
You're saying Yahushua, but she's saying Yeshua.
Yeah.
You see how they teach them?
Yeah.
You're telling Yahushua, so that the pride, she goes, no. I call him Yeshua.
Yeah.
So straight away, that
I knew because I knew
Straight
when
to
they said Ahio,
Yes.
I knew exactly what camp she belongs to. That's GOCC.
She couldn't say no. She couldn't say no.
You see that?
Just a quick one. Just a quick one on that
Coming up.
point, right? Acts 4 verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under
you.
heaven
Thank
you.
given among men
Thank you.
whereby we must be saved.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. There's no other name. And there's only one. There's only one name.
Back to Timothy.
Given under heaven.
Yeah.
That whereby we must be saved. And there's a spirit, there's a doctrine attached to that name. And that doctrine is that woman should shut her mouth.
That's right.
You told me that, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine the Apostle Paul was here. She would be going to war with Paul.
Yep.
She'd have a big problem with Paul, boy.
That's why this
Heresy's
is
talking about other nations can be saved. Thinking that that's the doctrine of Paul. Where Paul was actually here, you could be going to war with the man.
Exactly. That's why these scriptures were written, because the things written aforetime were written for our learning. Obviously there were women running their mouths in the church, which is why he wrote to Timothy, let the woman learn in silence. And it goes on to say, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Over the man, and she's teaching him.
You told her
Yeah.
you need to just be quiet and listen.
Simple as that.
Many times you said that to her,
I heard that.
but she kept bucking up.
Yeah.
Then when you had to lay the smack down, it's like, how can you talk to a woman like that?
Oh,
You know,
man.
you bring out this scripture.
Emotions,
You see?
emotions coming up.
You see?
Emotions.
You see what I'm saying?
She's
And
rebellious.
then
man.
a fucking
That's a
nigga.
fucking witch.
And then a fucking little bitch nigga.
That's the what
He's
come
old
up
enough
there.
to be my dad, man.
The guy that was next to
Yeah,
him.
the guy, man.
Mr. White Knight,
Fucking little
wanna save her home.
Jezebel nigga, man.
Imagine that though, Salaki, let me just say, imagine that, right? Yahushua comes back. He sees wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall they stand in great boldness before the faces which is afflicted them and made no count of their labours. That woman's getting burnt. He sees us getting burnt up. He's like, oh shit, I picked the wrong side.
See?
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna realise in that day, I picked the wrong fucking side, man. Because it's a spirit.
He
You know,
got in his fucking feelings, man. And that's a damn shame. A guy like that is feminine. That's a feminine guy. He just in his feelings.
You know,
He's operating off of his feelings, not off of his right judgment.
Yes, that's it. Oh, that's what I was saying.
That's how you know can decipher a man from a bitch-made nigga. Right? Let's keep it real. He's bitch-made, man. That's why you have to walk down the road.
you can't talk
If
to
the
women
code,
like that.
a man sticks by the code. A man sticks by the code. The code is that a woman learn in silence.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what come out of her mouth.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I mean, if she was truly in her feminine essence, she'd have shut her fucking mouth, man.
And had her head down.
Even if she's in the right doctrine, she's still not shut
Exactly.
them off.
Bro,
That's deep, isn't it?
even if she's
Right, in the doctrine.
and we're wrong, we're going off. If she truly was feminine,
Yeah.
she'd have maintained that shut her mouth, man.
So just walked off.
And walked away.
Yeah. She ain't supposed to teach no man.
What the scripture says, give not the adversary occasion to speak reproachfully. So if you're in the wrong doctrine, she'd have done walked away. Give me, what's the adversary to speak reproachfully?
Yeah, I got you.
That's is that Second Timothy, if I'm not mistaken?
I find
Or First Timothy. It says, young women, they go from house to house speaking idly.
sorry.
Yeah.
Land it over.
Something like that, man. I forget how it goes, man.
I'll find it. I think I know where it is.
Sorry to disrupt the room.
No.
Sorry about that.
It's in the spirit, man.
Right, yeah. I think this is Titus 2. I think this goes into it. Titus 2 verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behaviour as becometh holiness.
It's like that woman. She was an aged woman. Read it.
The aged women likewise, that they be in behaviour as becometh holiness.
So there's a behavior that a woman is judged by, her behavior. You judge her by her behavior,
Like we read about Judith earlier.
which is becoming holiness. The word holy means set apart. She has to be set apart from the rest of these hoes, man. Right? Come on now.
Not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. Now here's what a woman is supposed to teach. That they teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
That the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. The word blasphemy is filthy, wicked lies. So the word of the Most High is that a woman keep silence, man.
You
She's
can't
trying to
get around
blaspheme that.
You can't get around that.
She's trying to blaspheme that.
You can't.
Well, what's the scripture that says,
I've got it, yeah. 1 Timothy 5 verse 14. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, and give none occasion for the adversary to speak reproachfully.
read that little part again.
1 Timothy 5 and 14 again. I will therefore that the younger women marry,
Younger women marry, come on,
bear children,
bear children.
guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
Don't give her an occasion. Don't give an occasion for the adversary to speak troublesome words to you, man.
You see?
Or troublesome doctrine.
Yeah.
Meaning what? If the adversary speaking reproachfully, move on. Don't
Yep.
don't give that man an occasion to do it, man.
Yep.
And that's the order. It's a very good, strong order.
And that goes into like, women entertaining other men. Shit like that. A true faithful woman is not going to entertain other men, man.
Exactly.
She's not going to give
Say to no
no
man.
occasion.
She ain't got nothing to say to no man.
Exactly.
Except her
She
husband.
won't respond to messages, nothing like that. She's not going to give number. A true faithful woman is not going to do any of that, man. She don't give no occasion. Or, for example, if we were going off, she don't walk to us down the street.
Yeah.
She understand at the end of the day, we are men,
Yep.
right? And she's not meant to
She ain't got no part in this
gain
thing, man.
authority over a man or teach other men. She's operating out of her
Jurisdiction.
order, man.
Order, yes.
Her order is to be a woman, right? And if she feels that we're speaking reproachfully, walk away.
Look what happened to Miriam. She went above, and look what happened to her. The Lord cursed her with the leprosy.
There you go.
You see?
Exactly. So a woman's order is not supposed to speak against a man.
Can't.
Because Mary thought that she was in the right, man.
She thought she was in the right.
She thought she was in the right. But look what had happened to her.
And what happened to Aaron?
Nothing.
Exactly, because she was
Exactly,
fucking out of
exactly.
order.
Exactly.
You see? Out of order.
Nothing.
Precepts,
Nothing.
if I may. 1 Corinthians 14 and 40, let all things be done decently and in order.
Order, brother, order.
There's
There
no
you go.
exceptions to that.
And that's the brothers in Corinthia. A lot of some of the brothers in the church that was in Corinthia, which is in Greece, they were worshiping the woman, man. They were putting the woman above themselves.
Yes.
And that's why Paul had to write that letter saying, listen, there's an order, man.
Yep.
The order is that the man is the head of the woman.
Yep.
To remind them of that order.
You get that.
There's certain brothers having long hair. We're saying, listen, man, does a nature teach you that having long hair is a shame? Yeah, that's the glory of a woman. So you had a lot of effeminate Israelites down there in Corinth, Greece.
Precept.
Coming out.
1 Corinthians 11 and verse 3, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach,
Right.
and the head of the woman is the man,
Is who?
and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High God.
But you know why she can stand here confidently speaking like that? Because in her mind, we're all equal.
Yeah,
And
that's
she,
it.
no, we're not equal. She thinks she's better than us.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
She's got this
She don't want to humble herself.
this slavery mindset on the plantation field. She can just walk up to a nigga, a so-called
shit.
black man, and talk shit. Because we're all on the plantation field. That's how she thinks, man. She doesn't understand that the men that she's standing amongst, they're gonna be we're her authorities, man.
That's right.
We're no man, you nigga, you ain't shit,
Yeah.
right? What are you gonna do to me?
I tell you something.
That's how she's thinking, man.
Elder, I'll tell you something spiritual. When she first came up, not today, the first time, the mere fact she told a man that he's dry bones, that's going off too, because
Yeah,
she
yeah.
should talk to a man like that. She don't know who this
Yeah.
man is. Remember the first time
I
she came up
remember.
a couple of weeks ago and she walked off,
I remember.
dry bones.
I remember.
She's disrespecting the man.
I remember.
You see, she doesn't understand the level of.
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's in on, man.
She doesn't. That's
Plus she was wearing trousers.
She's got pride. She's got fucking
full of
pride
pride,
in her,
full of
man.
pride, full of pride.
Fucking
Yeah.
devil, man. So like whenever a woman come up and they act like, yeah, I know I'm an Israelite, I know this truth.
She's
Usually-
going off.
Yeah, and usually there's a fucking demon in them somewhere.
Yeah.
It's the ones that come that are a little bit more simple, like the one before.
Uh-huh.
Oh, could you write the scripture for me? That's the spirit that a woman's supposed to come up
Thank
in.
you.
Not fucking like hands in the pocket. Yeah, what these niggas saying? Oh, I know
Really,
more than
really,
you.
she was waiting for
Yeah,
her time
waiting,
to
brother,
run in her
waiting.
mouth.
Waiting,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right? Waiting.
She was like, yeah, I'm gonna say something
Yeah,
smart.
yeah,
That's
and
what she was
confounded,
really
yeah.
thinking. That yeah, these guys think they know something. I know some.
She was acting masculine, right? So that's like she's acting masculine because it's like she want to come up to like I've got the biggest stick, let me put it on the table. You know? No, that's yeah. And what? I know more than you guys.
Hey, but Kaden, remember this
You're
scripture?
gonna bring out her 8 inches.
Yeah. Lay it on the table, man.
He, she.
Yeah.
And that's why the scripture says at the end there, it says, you know the scripture that says, Salakis, the scripture says, you know, do not give a woman liberty.
To go abroad.
Right?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you why, too. You see, going back again, when she came the first time a couple of weeks ago and she walked away and said dry bones, she felt gassed up from there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she felt confident now.
She's come up here a second time.
Come up a second time now, probably she gassed up now. Because when we looked at her, we goes, oh, she knows something here.
Yeah.
She puff up now.
See?
She come back now, weeks after now.
Right.
Then she want to throw her chest on you know.
Yeah.
See?
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Do not
right.
give a woman a liberty to grow.
Give her an inch, she'll take her mouth.
Take her mind.
Give her an inch,
It's
she'll
all
take her mouth.
spiritual, brother. It's all spiritual.
See that? See the brother saw that. I didn't see that. You give a woman a little part, man, and she'll think that she could come up and do more.
Come up in the congregation of men, you know.
Yeah.
And to be honest, man,
And she read the scripture that said the tabernacle of the Most High is with men.
unto you,
It's
O
not
men,
with
I
her.
call. My voice is to the sons of men.
You know what I mean? Just come up to the house of the Most High. How's this key?
If I could say one more thing, Elder, yeah?
Wait, one thing.
You're really finished. Yeah?
Ecclesiastes 5 verse 1. Keep thy foot
When thou goest.
when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear,
That's man and woman,
especially a woman.
especially a woman.
10 times more women.
Yeah, 10 times.
Because it specifically says a woman is commanded
Yes.
to keep her mouth closed, man. A man you can debate. She's saying we're debating. They're debating with you.
Exactly.
Talking about.
You ain't on no level to debate.
Exactly.
It's like saying your dog's coming up here and we're gonna have a conversation with the dog and reason. No, man.
Yeah.
That's look, man. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
And it's-
What's a female dog? A bitch.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And if you said a turboy, she would have fucking, I don't know what she would have done.
Try and
If you
claw
called
her eyes
bitch-
out.
Yeah, if you called her a bitch.
That's what she is, man. Because she's shameless. How are you gonna come up to the house of the Lord?
Yes.
You running your mouth like that?
Keep your mouth
It's like
quiet.
a backseat other. You get it.
And the scriptures say that the Most High deprived her of wisdom.
Wisdom.
So how are you gonna debate with somebody that has more wisdom
Wisdom.
or understanding?
Exactly.
That don't make any damn sense, man. Talking about we're debating. Just
And she
about-
denied that. She said, we're not arguing. We're not arguing. She was trying to come with that subtlety.
Yeah, but
then when you
no,
caught her,
that's her trying to control
Yeah,
it.
control
That's
the
her trying to
narrative,
control the brothers, them,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So, oh, yo, why
Women's
you get
women's.
angry? Why you get
Why
angry?
you shouting?
That when I say, yeah. That's her trying to control us, man.
Yeah.
See, you brothers got to play when you dealing with these hoes, man.
they come with all kind of subtlety.
Yeah. Why are you shouting for?
That's sussed out from a long time, Leslie. Sussed out from a long time. From matter of fact, I sussed out from the last time when she came. Much less today.
Yeah, you can feel a certain demon, a certain presence on her, man.
And you know what, Salakia, she was moving like a whiny hood nigga with the hood on his hands in the pocket. Yeah, like, that's how she was moving, man. All masculine and shit.
Yeah. Oh gosh. But it says, and be more ready to hear
Than
than to give the sacrifice of fools. For they consider not that they do evil. So she has so much of a demon on her.
She didn't even know.
even see that she didn't even think in her mind that she was doing anything wrong. She thought she was in the right, man.
And then she started playing the victim card when you pull out the scriptures on her.
But she thought she was right though.
Yeah.
She thought she was in the right, man. She thinks that we're in the wrong. She thinks that she's saving us. You know? That child don't move, man.
Yeah. This movement ain't moved too far and it's outside. Fucking stupid ass woman, man.
But I wanted to say a simple, very simple point, Elder, right?
So you have to say something.
One thing's very simple, right? How we can catch some of these people, because they always keep on using emotions. When they say that the way we interact with people is not right, how do you think that how we got in? We had to do the same thing to him at the beginning.
humble thyself.
We had to come in and humble. You have a story to tell. We all have a story to tell. When we first heard the word and we came up to the church, we had to sit and listen and take. Sometimes you might disagree, but the emotions, we had to control those emotions. You see? So that's how we came up that way. So there's no excuse how, well, if you're going to interact with people that way, right, you're not going to have no gathering. How we think we got in? That's what I'm trying to say, brothers.
Yeah, when
see?
did we saw brothers getting cursed out.
Yeah, cursed
We saw
out.
sisters getting
Cursed out. Right.
Right, I saw that. That's what kind of turned me on to the truth, man. If anything, man. Because we see sisters getting cursed out.
Yeah.
But you know, you see how people get up on, brothers in camps,
Yeah.
cursing out, brothers and sisters in the world. We saw that, but that's what brought us in. That's what made us want to listen more. We didn't buck up against that.
No, it's authority.
And we're not exempt from it. We bring each other.
That's it.
Right? That's a damn shame. That was a damn shame. He let me down, man. He let me down to the fullest degree. Because he said it himself, he didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah.
But because he saw how it was going,
He got up in his feelings.
he got in his fucking feelings, man.
No,
He didn't even know what was going on.
He was planning for you.
He said it himself.
He was planning for you.
And that woman didn't even give a shit about him. She didn't even look back at his
She
ass.
walked-
She ran off her mouth, and he's left there.
Yeah, defend that. Yeah. Defend
He said
himself.
fight for honor.
She didn't fight for him.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's a-
That's true, Caleb.
that's the definition of a waste man right there, man. Yeah, man.
It's that Mariah Carey shit, man.
His emotions.
Yeah.
To have one more night with
Oh yeah.
you. I
Right,
give
oh, yeah.
my all to have just one more night with you.
Well, maybe actually it's
So yes, he's giving this all
All for nothing, man.
for nothing, man. Hey, man, just trust me. The tabernacle, let me get that.
Tabernacle of Most High is with men.
Yeah, that's I'll go up with it. Because we was in that chapter anyway before the brothers even came on. Let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. Revelation 21. Verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. Lord.
Can't get around that again. Can't get around that.
And what are they doing in this modern day time and age? They're saying masculinity is toxic. Right? They're trying to destroy manhood. They're trying to destroy men, man. There's a war
succeeded.
on masculinity, man.
They've succeeded, man.
Here is this woman trying to fight against men. But it's like she's so dumb because it's like, don't you see there's a shortage of men?
Well, there you go.
But she's aiding the devil
To destroy men more.
to destroy men more. So it's like she's not even conscious of what she's doing. That's why she's not considering that she's doing evil, man.
Precept.
Because she's so gassed up in her own little pride, man. Come on now.
This is because she's through, right? 1 Timothy 2:15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing,
Right.
if they continue in faith and charity with holiness and sobriety. So if she's gonna look for a man of the Lord, she's in trouble, man.
Yeah.
She ain't in the best of condition. She got too many miles on the clock.
Yeah,
got
yeah,
bad
yeah.
stink ass attitude.
Yeah,
What man of the Lord gonna do with your waste ass, man?
Exactly. She's a whore.
Yep.
She ain't no damn virgin.
Virgin what, man?
She ain't Judith.
Oh, wait, brother.
Come on now.
No
You
way.
a whore.
Hell.
Standing in the midst of men. How dare you, man?
Let's go
And
something.
this girl says a shameless woman
Yeah.
shall be counted
Counted
as a dog.
dog.
Where's the shame at, man?
There'll be hoes, straight up harlots, that will be saved before she is.
See,
Because
bro, if you told her that, she would have gone in her feelings. You calling me a hoe? You calling me a hoe? Then she would have run down the road.
Got a basic what it is. 1 Corinthians 11 verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Right? No, we don't.
Oh shit.
There's more than that. Go to the next verse.
Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Yeah, so the man comes first. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman was created for the man. So if she was in her right spirit, she should be listening to the man.
Yeah. Ooh, let me finish it, Elder. For this cause ought the woman to have power over her head because of the angels.
Right.
She have no power over her head.
Yeah.
And we are their head, did it?
Right, there you go. You see? That a woman has no power
Over
her head, man.
That's it. And we are her head.
You see what I'm saying? But a woman want to have power. You have power. I've got the power. Yeah, snap.
Yeah, he's thinking that too. Isn't it?
Powerpuff Girls. Back in Revelations 21.
That song, that song. That gassed a lot of women up, you know.
Gassed him up. The middle of verse 3. The tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them, and be their God. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. See what I'm saying? So, and no more sorrow, no crying. You know what? That's the end of Esau's world, man. Because that's where we were crying and in sorrow and in the house of mourning.
Yeah.
Right? While the 2/3 of our people were in the house of feasting. They were holding hands with the wicked. They were in the house of feasting, man. You see what I'm saying? Well, why are we in sorrow? Because our bridegroom isn't with us, man. We're crying unto who? We're crying unto Yahweh Shabbat Shah. They can never us, man.
Like the two blind men, I said earlier that they were calling the Lord.
Yeah,
Son of
yeah.
David.
We're going back into that. Going back into the widow. Going back to the widow, man. What did we get? Right?
And that's why it's all about lucre, because these churches, they want to put all the men and women together just to get the extra money. That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. Yeah.
We're going to close up soon.
Your hands are seizing up. Turn the pages here.
This Sarah, 35. Back in verse 15, do not the tears run down the widow's cheeks? And it's not her cry against him that causeth them to fall. So again, the Lord's wiping away all tears from our eyes. So we're crying and our tears are running down our cheeks.
Wow.
Verse 16, he that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. So that widow is metaphoric. It's talking about the Israelites. And that our prayer shall reach unto the clouds. So the scripture says, the prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds, and till it come nigh, you will not be comforted. I will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. Right? So the humble also is AKA that widow, man. Right? And what did it say? Would allow me. It says, he will not be comforted and not depart until the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till they are smitten in sunder the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance to the heathen, till they have taken away the multitude of the proud, and broken the scepter of the unrighteous. right?
Me? Standing here? Sorry.
So do you see where we're coming from?
Well, I just came at the tail end of that. I'm a man that like full understanding before I can comment. I'm one of those guys. I don't take beats and say I know all. I didn't hear what you said. I just came to laugh.
I know it might sound egotistical or like it might sound like what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
You're young, you got passion.
Huh?
You're young, you got passion.
We're actually old.
And you should
Because
pause is the right pause.
wisdom is old age to a man. That's right. So